Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 47 of our slow and immersive playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. We are doing an honor mode run of duo Githyanki characters, Talqueer, who is now a level 8 fighter Eldritch Knight, and Lae'zel, who is now a level 8 fighter Battlemaster. And we spent the previous episode, it wasn't really an episode, but it was a whole episode dedicated to leveling up to level 8 and I explained, well, I guess what we did was, first of all, we leveled up to level 8. We got blindness with Talqueer, and we gave him a feat of ability increase, and we get his strength up to 20. So, he's even more likely to hit, both in melee, with Tavern Brawler, even more damage with Tavern Brawler for the throws. For Lae'zel, we went with Great Weapon Master, really keen. Wait, hang on, where are the buttons for it? Really keen to make use of that. Hang on. Where? Hang on. Where are the buttons for it? Sorry. Hang on. We did go with Great Bat. Okay. Am I misunderstanding something? But we did. Wait, we did, didn't we? Hang on. Where is it? Great Weapon Master. All in. Yeah. Toggleable. So where is this? When attacking a melee, you are proficient with your wielding both hands. But the damage... Attacking with a melee weapon you are proficient with and are wielding in both hands. Attack rolls take a -5 penalty, but they're damaging... Oh! This is toggleable passive feature. Oh, there it is. Alright. Okay, how do we bring this... How do we bring this out? Sort of like... we're not going to disengage with Lae'zel. We might, fine. But, sorry, let me just sort this out. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have this turned off by default. We'll turn it on and we'll just check the stats. But yeah, she's a Great Weapon Master on Lae'zel. So, yeah, as I've discussed, we might do a respec once we do a long rest, because I don't want to lose all the buffs we gave ourselves, including the Great Elixir of Vigilance. But we will respec Lae'zel to get Disarming Strike instead of Trip Attack. For reasons I've explained in that video, but broadly speaking, we haven't used this that much yet, and I didn't really quite know what exactly is good and not for this, for the BG3. But I do feel Disarming Attack is more useful than Trip Attack, more useful, therefore you should get it earlier, basically. We'll get this later at level 10, I think, where we get another one maneuver or two. But so we'll exchange that. It's a little mistake. I know we already exchanged, I think, Fleet Footwork or something for Precision Attack. So it's okay. As we learn about the game, I think that's worthwhile, and it's not too immersion breaking. We haven't used, to be honest, this too much. We use Menacing Attack, and I still like that. Fainting Attack, I'll still keep. And again, I hear you guys on the usefulness of it, but it did serve us very well at the start of the game, so I don't want to change it. With Talqueer, what we are hoping to respec is to change Friends for a Ray of Frost, and I've discussed at length why. I think it's okay. We haven't made too much use of it. It did help us a lot for sure, but the problem is, we will only get another cantrip at level 10, and I kind of want to make use of that Eldritch Knight playstyle now, and we've already spent a whole level having this War Bond sort of class ability, which we can't make use of. War Magic, yeah, because it basically lets us cast a cantrip and then make a weapon attack using bonus actions, but we can't make use of that because we don't have any offensive cantrips. And we pick cantrips at level 3, at which point, to be honest, I didn't really know that... Well, I kind of forgot that there was this Warbond mechanic. Anyway, in this episode, let's go ahead and proceed. We still have a short rest with us. We got Action Surge, so we got plenty to do today, as in like the in-game day, before we go to rest. And yeah, let's get on with it. And in fact, the other thing we did was we changed the ring in the previous episodes. We took the Shifting Corpus ring off of Marcus's corpse, and we put that on. That gives us Blur once per long rest on Lae'zel, super strong. And Invisibility, if we need to extricate ourselves. So she's, yeah, I feel like she's now like super ready to just get in there, start taking names. But if things go wrong, we can fall back. We got 4 inspiration points. We really need to use one of those soon, just to have that, not to waste it later. And yeah, we put that ring on. We took off Crusher's ring. 3 meters of movement is nice. It's nice when you get a great sword, but we can jump. I feel like we can we can work around that. Although, arguably, it's one of those, you get 3 meters all the time versus having blur once per long rest. But I think now that we're facing stronger enemies, like, this can be a lifesaver. Can be a lifesaver. Yeah, okay. Well, let's attach Lizelle and get on with it. Let's loot these guys that we killed previous episode. Raka, this was the Fezerk that I talked about who he was, and I remembered. Note to self. You've got this, Raka. You're gonna be the best true soul there ever was. All you got to do is trust Minthara, listen to the Absolute, and do as she says. Then you get your audience, and you'll be proper rewarded. Don't go listening to them fakers like Dren. Dren doesn't hear shit. We'll grab it and sell it later. Fezerk, what did he have? He's got a bomb on him. 3 spottle. Good that we took him out quickly. Very heavy, great axe. Okay. Gargantuan Cleave, 7 to 17. Swing your weapon with all your might. You can attack multiple targets but become off balance. Once per short rest. Okay, 7 to 17. You can attack multiple targets. That's pretty cool. But not for us. Anyway, we did see Catherick Thorm demonstrate his immortality here. We dealt with the goblins. And then Zrel told us to come speak with her. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we have our guidance on. Let's go and see. You know, we're trying to infiltrate the Absolute's lair. And deal with her. Okay, so Zrel is somewhere upstairs, it said. Recruiting gnolls. Let's read what that's
Ensure
about.
that the moon lanterns outside are maintained too. The curse cannot be allowed to touch the Absolute's hall.
As you say, Zrel.
It is disciple.
I think she's upstairs, and that's why we can hear her. But let's do recruiting gnolls. Though gnolls verge upon being brute beasts who cannot follow orders, couched even in the simplest terms.
Remember your place, child.
They can fulfill one
The
important role
true
in an army,
souls stand above you, and I above them.
such as the one we're building, that of
Your
vanguard
role in
shock
her design
troops.
is to serve those who bring it into being.
I will not forget, disciple.
Howling Gnoll berserkers can be sent ahead in frontal assault to absorb defenders' spells and missile volleys, exhausting our enemies' ammunition before the arrival of the organized
her name.
phalanxes
By
of our
her
less
design.
savage troops.
Can I
Accordingly,
assist you, disciple?
General
Ragslin's
has withdrawn
Hobgoblin
to his
Rangers are
chapel
hereby
above.
detached to the
He's
wilderness
not
to
to be
track down
disturbed.
Gnoll
Of
war
course,
packs,
disciple.
capture each pack's
As
flint
always.
leader, and bring them back in good condition to Moonrise Towers for tadpoling. The flints can then be returned to their war packs, where we can count on the rank and file to follow the orders of their
Ensure
leaders.
that the moon lanterns
Who will then be
outside are
loyal to the
maintained
absolute?
too.
Who will then be loyal to the absolute?
The curse cannot
6
be
such
allowed
packs
to
should
touch
meet our
the
needs.
Absolute's hall.
See to it.
As
Disciples
you
realm
say,
behalf of the
Zrel.
General Catherick.
It is
Okay.
disciple.
So that's what Raglan was out, out, and we obviously took out one of those null packs already. Interesting. Interesting. It all makes. It's all starting to make sense now.
Remember your place, child.
Okay.
The true souls stand above you, and I. Your role in her design is to serve those who bring it into being.
I will not forget, disciple.
Rhodesia. All right. Let's go and talk to Zrel. Right. That's what we wanted.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, disciple Zrel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. Tongues of psychic flame lap at the memory of the goblins dying by your hand.
I see you like to handle underlings physically. So do I.
All right. Got any more for me to punish? Sounds like being your underling would be quite enjoyable. A waste of my time. I didn't come here to clean up other people's mistakes. I mean, 3 is kind of Githyanki, but I feel like that's kind of going over to the absolute. Got any more for me to punish? But we don't want to serve. I feel like we're too arrogant and prideful to say that. I'd say a waste of my time, really, yeah. I didn't come here to clean up other people's mistakes.
Your confidence is delicious. I can see why the Absolute might be hungry to dig deeper into that mind of yours. I certainly am.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
Okay. Persuasion. Distract her with thoughts of your dalliance with Lae'zel. Ooh. 3. Persuasion. Yeah, that's just from favorable beginnings. That one tadpole we had to consume, unfortunately, to cure us of the Zaith's debuffs. Distract her with thoughts of your romantic desires. Ooh. Deception. Fake it. Fill your mind with love for the Absolute. Fighter Wisdom. We have advantage on that, but we get +1 only. Bring to mind your years of rigorous combat training. Show her the depths of your dedication. Distract her by drawing her toward your hunger for power. Or Wisdom. Overwhelm her by unleashing a wave of hatred as you prepare to attack. Let's do Fighter Wisdom. I feel like that's our best chance. We do have Guidance. Okay, we have Wisdom, we have Forbidden Knowledge. Not sure why that didn't show. 21 DC. Okay, we do have those inspirations. Let's go. Okay, not quite. I think we failed that. That's fine. We have inspirations. Oh, oof. 4 on the Guidance. Yeah, let's roll again. Now, we're here on a clandestine mission. Nice. Now we wanna... Another 4 on Guidance. Boom. Yeah, can't play with an Eldritch Knight Gith. These mind games. Can't play these mind games with us.
You feel her mind tremble with surprise. She wasn't expecting to see that, but she likes it.
Such single-minded focus. Perfect to be guided by the Absolute's loving hand. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted.
Okay, show me the power she gave you. Good for you. How do I get what I want? Everything. What exactly do you want?
To take without asking. To feel without doubting. And to kill without consequence. In a word, freedom.
That's a little abstract. Show me something real. Freedom. Your only purpose is to serve Ketheric and the Absolute. Okay, we don't wanna... Yeah, we don't wanna knock her out of her, I guess, her own deception, so to speak. Sounds good. How do I get what I want? Yeah.
By serving General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Okay, I'll live to serve. What do I need to do? Oh, do you? Well, so happens that I have a price. And why should I serve General Thorm? Let's just ask, is it true that General Thorm is invulnerable?
Indeed. The Absolute's love for him has made him more than mortal. He is unstoppable.
Why should I serve General Thorm? Okay, but... Yeah, we're not really there for a price. I live to serve. What do I need to do? Yeah, I mean, we're infiltrating, so I think this is okay. I mean, Talcor is sage enough to kind of hold his feelings back. He can actually, you know, spit this out. I doubt Lae'zel would actually be able to roll this off her tongue. But yeah, I live to serve. What do I need to do?
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there. Aid Balthazar if you can. And bring the relic home.
Lost contact with Balthazar. Okay, understood. I'm ready to head out. What if Balthazar is dead? Yeah. Well, what exactly is this? Was this relic he was sent to retrieve?
It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
Okay, talking of this relic makes you anxious. Why is that? We have inspiration. Let's try it at least. 18. There's that friends, but this is the problem with the friends, and this is why I want to change it out. Yeah, I mean, it did serve us well, but because I haven't played that much into the game, I don't know. Like, if we start a fight with her now, I mean, I know we won't start a fight, rather, but I know she will get annoyed with us later. Is that significant? Is that not? Is someone else gonna come? Like, it's just the way it's implemented. I just hate it, and without having played through the game at least once through this place, it's hard to know. I mean, I would love to have an advantage right now. I would love it, right? But 18 charisma check. We got no bonuses. I mean, we have a 10%, 15% chance of rolling 18, 19. Yeah, we got 15% base chance, and we have you know, +1, so 20 to another 3, 20 to 35% chance of passing this with guidance. We effectively have a built-in advantage with inspiration, then we'll just re-roll. I mean, she might get annoyed with us, and we just have to run away after we do this for sure, because she is gonna get annoyed with us. But when we come back, it's fine. You know, she might get. But the thing is, she will be there in the story. Like, I don't know, will this affect us? I mean, she's not a traitor, so I feel like for the story dialogue, surely, like, it's not going to deny us story dialogue, right? Like, there's no way that will happen. And it's a good cantrip. It's a good, and I feel like thematically for Gith and for Eldritch Knight, it works really well. I will hate to change it, but I mean, alternatively, we wait for level 10. And then we get our Ray of Frost then. Arguably, we don't need that much damage for now anyway. We do have 3 inspiration. I mean, it's going to be hard because we're rolling. Well, the thing is, so this is a 15% chance. If we just switch this to advantage, it basically doubles our chance, roughly. So we'll go up to 25%. We actually have more chance with guidance, to be honest, than with friends. Because getting advantage of, I mean, mathematically, it doubles your chance, right? So, whereas with guidance, we, almost double our chance as well. So in this case, frankly, it's about the same. So let's give this a go. Oof. Okay, I'm okay with using 1 inspiration on this. I like to have 2 in our back pocket. Come on, Talquit. Oh, come on. Come on. I do want to know what that relic is. Fine, 1 more inspiration. Oof, but we will. I mean, it's not critical. So yeah, maybe we keep a couple of these. Fine, we didn't make it.
I don't get anxious, I get impatient. You have your mission.
Fine. We're not the greatest of dialogues. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Understood. I'm ready to head out. What if Balthazar is dead? Or what do you said you lost contact. What do you mean?
And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry.
Or maybe Balthazar destroyed it himself so that he can't be spied on. Okay, what if Balthazar is dead?
Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters.
Okay, understood. I'm ready to head out.
The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Fine. Okay, we got Gluric here. What is this thing, by the way? Is it an ogre? Yeah, it is a female ogre. Okay. Wonder who this lady was that she was talking to before. Check this out. Rhodesia.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
Okay, I've heard that those lucky few come back changed. And how is one chosen to ascend?
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more.
Her words are diplomatic, but her face betrays her true feelings. Utter contempt for you and all your kind.
Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor.
Wisdom, prove you're ready. Reach out for her tadpole. Not sure that we are ready, to be honest. What's with the skeletons? Does the Absolute dabble in necromancy now? And if I choose to go anyway, will you stop me? You don't believe I'm worthy. Yeah, let's go with that with the insight. I mean, yeah. Prove you're ready. Reach out for her tadpole. Kind of curious, though, to make this roll. I mean, I doubt she'll get too angry. Let's go with you don't believe I'm worthy. If we do get a chance to roll it, we'll do it.
I believe you will find your rightful place in her design. Either you will ascend, or you will fall. And I find use for even the fallen. I hope that is some comfort to you.
Okay, fine. We didn't get a chance. Well, it's fine. I mean, we weren't ready. Like, we know we want to find out more. We want to find out more about that relic. We want to, prep and get stronger anyway, so I don't think there was any point in convincing her. Scroll of Speak with the Dead, Glory of the Absolute. I think we can read it without them getting upset, right? Now come we in reverence before the Absolute and her true souls, rejoicing in the three glories of belonging and reveling in the requital for deeds duly done in the Absolute's name. Glory the first is our purpose, filling us with determination to bring all mortals the joy of reverence of the Absolute. Glory the second is our obedience, the bliss of knowing that we exalt ourselves when we surrender our wills to the Absolute's command. Glory the third is our dominion, for obedience to the Absolute places us above other mortals, and it is righteous to command them. And when through our obedience we have achieved dominion, the Absolute grants us permission for requital, revelry without restraint, to express our joy and pride in the Absolute services. Jeez. Okay, so purpose, bringing this to everyone. Obedience, basically knowing exalt ourselves, we surrender our wills. Glory the third is our dominion, the obedience to the Absolute places above other mortals. And when through our obedience we have achieved dominion, the Absolute grants us permission for requital. Alright. Okay, cultist, what can you say? What else can you say? So Balthazar's room, I kind of forgotten where it was again. I think it's this thing, right? We did get a key for something. Oh, unlock Balthazar's room. There is a missive from Ketheric, invasion plans for Baldur's Gate. Let's have a look at that. A map of Baldur's Gate depicting Upper City, Lower City, and Outer City as far as Worm's Crossing, as well as Grey Harbor and the near course of the Keontar. Arrows show the intended progress of the armies of the Absolute, with weak points in the city defenses marked with X. Okay, maybe that will show us something later. I guess we are heading to Baldur's Gate in the end. I actually don't know that. A little gift. Let's read that. First, Marcus, I assume no explanation is needed for just how rare these appendages are, and I trust you shall make good use of them. You have a golden opportunity to please the General. Do not squander it. Access to the unwilling donor has proven difficult since the harvesting, but if I am afforded the opportunity, I shall pass along your gratitude. B. B means Balthazar. Now we can pick this up. Let's see, maybe we can make use of this in a dialogue later. Missive from Ketheric.
Tempers are rising.
Oh,
It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
okay. So we can't even read that. It's a bit odd. Fine. Fine. Not everything is at our disposal, apparently. Okay, let's go into this nice room. Oh. As they say, I like what you've done with the place, Balthazar. Heart, Moon Lantern, Balthazar's personal notes 2, clasped book, engraved Githyanki disc.
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the Comet.
Go on then, let's hear it.
The Prince of the Comet, Part 3.
Excellent.
The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelemon. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more.
Well, why don't we ask Voss? Huh? And I'm surprised, yeah, because, again, for those who maybe have skipped an episode or just joining us now, Voss did... Well, we didn't fight the Githyanki at the gate to the mountain pass. We did then go through the mountain pass. We did fight off the Inquisitor, and we did try to kill the Guardian. Just quick kind of rundown of the story. Voss did come to us before we proceeded to Act 2 in our camp. Kind of forget, to be honest, what exactly he said, but we did agree to sort of make an alliance with him. He said there's sort of more... He wasn't very clear. I need to rewatch that dialogue myself, but I don't think he was very clear as to sort of what's going on, but he says there's more to Vlaakith kind of thing, and we sort of sided with him. We agreed, I think, to meet him in Baldur's Gate once we get through this Moonrise Towers. I'm surprised that that is the Voss, because as far as I know, Vlaakith, the original Vlaakith, the Queen Vlaakith that sort of betrayed, you could say, Gith, or Mother Gith, she wasn't the one that we saw and that's currently reigning. The current Lich Queen was like 134th Vlaakith. So the original Vlaakith was a different Githyanki. She then died, as far as I understood. And then there was one Lich Queen that started consuming the best of Gith, the best of her warriors to kind of keep up her immortality or whatever. That's what I understood. So I'm surprised that Voss has survived this long. I mean, Githyanki do live longer than humans. And, well, because they're in the astral plane, they actually could live forever. So maybe Voss stayed in the astral plane forever. Yeah, we only age while we're in the material plane. I don't know. You guys let me know if you know more about that lore. But let's proceed with this. Could Orpheus really be alive, do you think? Yeah, Orpheus is not no more, clearly. There's rumors. So could Orpheus really be alive, do you think?
It is not just improbable, it is impossible. Kithrak Voss and his red dragon slayed the fell prince. You could no more resurrect him than you could glue together the pile of ashes he became. My Vash taught that the silver bells of Vlaakith's court still ring out before every hunt in celebration of the prince's defeat. As a child, I longed to hear them for myself, and sing in praises to the deathless queen and her Githraki.
Okay, let's leave. Okay, let's pick this up just so we can...
A slate written in ancient Tiersu. More princely stories, I guess. Lae'zel will know for certain.
Fine. Clasped book. This is This is a log on the work of one Balthazar's necromancer. This is a log. Oh, it's a. Sorry, this is. I was thinking like a log, like a piece of wood. This is a log on the work of one of Balthazar's necromancers, Cressa Bone Daughter, dated 10 days ago. After the state the fallen one was in, I never expected Cressa would be able to save it. I was hoping that usurped thing would die. That's what it would have That's what it would have wanted. It's not as if Cressa studying it is going to prove much. It was damaged in the attack far beyond what the mere tadpole could do. But she seems fond of the foul creature. Let her play with it. Another entry seems to be written into this log, dated a 10-day later. I should not have, in hindsight, let Cressa keep her pet. Ever since it was shipped onto one of the nautiloids to be deployed, she has been inconsolable. It won't survive out there. It needs me. It isn't like the others. Hang on. The feral thing will make a fine warrior for the Absolute, and now my best assistant is distracted thinking about it. She will come to heal again soon enough. So Balthazar is a necromancer. Cressa Bone Daughter is also a necromancer, one of Balthazar's necromancers. Just 20 days ago, she found something. She made some sort of experiments on it. It's a sort of animal. It's a feral creature. What is it? It was shipped onto one of the nautiloids to be deployed. Hang on. So, I mean, the Vlaakith and the Guardian talked about the grand design, which is from, the very first episodes that I did on the Gith. That said, the grand design is like basically, the supposedly Gith think, that's all the Geik think about, which is how to, sort of make a comeback and bring back the Empire, the Geik Empire. Nautiloids are their ships, right? This is the ship in the initial intro to the game, and that's where we were, abducted to and got the tadpole in our face, in our head. Also, Balthazar and someone, they clearly, it says shipped onto one of the nautiloids to be deployed. So they're building nautiloids here? Is the Absolute a Geik? Because the tadpoles, we did say they're kind of delayed action tadpoles, right? Okay. Okay, let's have a look. And attention, acolytes. A reminder, acolytes are permitted entry to my chambers for the sole purpose of collecting moon lanterns. My library is not to be tampered with. While the Absolute appreciates your eagerness to learn, my bookshelves do not. Any requests to borrow from them must be given to me in advance and are likely to be refused. Should you desire information on poisons, do not think to read any tome on the subject here. They are inclined to grant more knowledge than the written word could provide. Remember, the Absolute's purpose is better served by a beating heart than a poisoned mind. Though if you choose death, I will ensure you serve her still. Okay. Surgery kit. Okay, there's a lot of warnings. Personal notes 2. Where are the personal notes 1? Balthazar personal notes. Heavy chest. Goblins, the Maglubit Gambit.
Flick of the wrist.
I think we're okay to lock with this. Alright. Right. It's not stealing, it says. Ooh, derivation cloak. When you poison a foe, heal yourself 1 die 4 points. Kinda cool. Not really all that much healing. Because, yeah, you're always concentrating on the same enemy. So if you did poison one, yeah, for like a rogue, poison rogue, get another cool playthrough to do. Cool thematic character. Poison focused drow rogue. Ooh, or like an assassin. Badass, yeah. Anyway, fine. I'll remember that. Goblins, the Maglubit Gambit. Let's read that. Goblin troops, though crude and a bit dim, are valuable because they are adaptable and can be fitted into a number of different military roles, excelling as archery skirmishers and warg cavalry scouts. If rigorously drilled, some can function as disciplined phalanxes, armed with half-pikes, and even the ones who can't be trained to march in step can serve as prime catapult fodder. The key to recruiting a tribe of goblins is their profound respect for their priests, who will lead the tribe members in the worship of all-conquering Maglubiot. Therefore, let the high priests of the 7 tribes of the southwest Sword Coast be invited to a grand council, a feast where they will be well fed, well flattered, and well lubricated with jugs of plonk laced with a mild paralytic. The priests will awaken with new guests in their crania and be led into docile devotion to a new and greater god than Maglubiot, the absolute. And trust me, where the priests go, their warriors will follow. Advisor Balthazar. Oh, that's why it's called a gambit. Although it's, I mean, to be honest, kind of, I think, it's not really a gambit, it's a gamble, because they want to make it work. A gambit is actually giving up a pawn in chess in order for, you know, the opponent to take the pawn, take the bait, and then you hit him and you take exchange effectively for a higher ranked figure. That is what a gambit actually is. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure I'm correct.
That's curious.
Okay. Balthazar's apprentice. Okay, this is clearly not to be touched. Bookshelf labeled musty tomes, poisons and venoms, galvanic interrogations. Balthazar's person notes 3. Okay, there's a traveler's chest. I don't want to touch that. I mean, we've kind of been told not to touch that, so I'm not going to. A lever here. Pile of stuff he burnt. Fine, this is... Oh. We could have actually jumped over here. Very interesting. So this is like a jump, and where does that go? Oh.
Make me.
Ooh, look at roots. Where does this go?
Visitors.
Get up to roots here, then we jump down, then you jump over and you climb up here. Charred prayer book. He's clearly burning something here. My dark goddess. When I lost my daughter, I learned my purpose. My dark goddess. When I learned my purpose, I gathered the flock. My dark goddess. When the flock was full, I punished the wicked. My dark goddess. When the wicked struggled, I struck them down. My dark goddess, I am yours. Interesting. So Balthazar is burning some documents for a charred prayer book. So he's praying to what? The Shah? He's praying to Shah. So he's not really on board with the absolute. Ooh, where can we jump here? Where does this go? Ooh, where does this go? Ooh. Where does this? This is the... Ooh, this is the absolute chamber. So we could... I'm not... Could we fly? Could we jump here with like vault? We could jump here. We could maybe with enough strength. We could, I think, make this jump. I think we could. Do we want to though? Let's find out more, but let's keep this in mind. Another metal door out here. We don't see what's on the other side. Okay, but something tells me Balthazar, he left to the Temple of Shar under the mausoleum to look for a relic that's really important to Ketheric Thorn. Now everyone's anxious about that relic. Balthazar's clearly a necromancer. Clearly he's destroyed that orb that was sent with him to follow him and keep an eye on him, so there was already some distrust there. And... okay, all of these guys are somehow... yeah, he's charred prayer book, so he's burnt a book praying to Shar. I think this is a trap, actually. So I think if you touch these books, either these things will spike, or this thing's gonna fall on you and squish you, I think. Let's read his notes. Personal notes 3, personal notes 2. Where's personal notes 1, though? Is it in the previous room? I just want to make sure I read them all, like, in order. A row of books here. I think these books are safe to touch. Can't reach that part. Where's Balthazar's notes gone? Are they in here somewhere? Missive from Ketheric. No word from Balthazar. Yeah, everyone's worried. Balthazar's not here. Okay. Let's get in here. Just want to make sure I'm not missing. Not missing that. Purple fluorite shard.
More for me.
Take that sensor. Heavy chest. So they are recruiting gnolls. Yeah, pretty much everyone. Gnolls recruiting an army, right, of these beasts by controlling their leaders. All kind of making sense to me, but why can't Balthazar's personal notes? Okay, I think we have to. I mean, there clearly is no notes. One note: install a drain beneath library's conventional medicine shelf. It's wasteful to let all that blood seep through the flagstones, and it will rust the spikes besides. A line slashes through the above, the same hand and fresh ink below. Disregard, the smell gives me sweet dreams. Please. Okay. Personal notes 3. Maybe these aren't as useful as I thought they would be. Request from the next caravan. Any works by Mordenkainen must catch up on current events. No Volo, per a century of ignorance. Hin Vellum holds ink like no other, could harvest from an acolyte. New copy of Swift and Sudden Death for library, current volume badly scorched. Okay, so this door is closed, but that does lead to here. Yeah, okay, all of this is off limits to us. Right, yeah. Fine. Okay, I think we've kind of saw as much as we can here. We've learned quite a few valuable things. Let's go ahead. Let's maybe just talk to Zrel one more time.
The tower doesn't stink like an overstuffed cemetery. Which means Balthazar hasn't returned. So why are you here instead of out there looking for him?
Right. What's that? The elixir we drank, which kind of breaking the game. Alright, maybe there's personal notes here somewhere? Nope, don't see any Balthazar's personal notes anywhere. Fine, okay. So we know this is where Absolute sits. We could actually jump around, but don't think it's quite time yet. Yeah, we want to be ready for anything if we're gonna sneak up on the Absolute, I feel. Balthazar's notes 1. Where could that be? Can't see it. Fine. Okay, I think we're ready to head out. Let's just explore Moonrise Tower a little bit more, see what's sort of going on here. Okay, stairs out here. Make sure I get the lay of the land. Yeah, that's that room. Yeah, that's a dormitory. Fine, we've been here before. Let's head back out here. Don't have any gold to actually buy anything from these traders. Could actually.
This ain't what we was promised. The Absolute. Oh God.
She belongs to everyone, Gage. That's the point.
All friends, right? Or one under the Absolute.
Don't bloody feel like it all of a sudden.
I caught a glimpse of Ketherick and Zrel. Wouldn't have the gumption to stick my nose in, like you did, mind.
Okay. Not much going on there. Oh, what is this? Mucus.
Living flesh. Or some residue of it. Perhaps something nests in the rafters above.
Ooh, wow. Okay, a bunch of pork sausages and this and that. We could gather up, I mean, I'll do this in between episodes again, just gather up all this silver, like, random loot and sell it just to get some gold. What's in here?
That smells interesting.
Pilgrim salt. Added in the corner there. Arash Oblodra. Let's talk to her, I guess. She's some sort of alchemist.
Araj Oblodra, trader in all things occult. A very great pleasure to meet you, true soul. Should you be interested, I have a particular offer I'd like to make.
Let's hear about this special offer of yours.
Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself.
Alright, what exactly are you planning to do with your share? What kind of potion can you make?
No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together,
What exactly are you planning to do with your share, then? of my blood?
Research, naturally. We Ablodras are simply curious by nature.
You realize why the name rings familiar. House of Baldur was purged a century ago by an alliance of rival drow houses. Among the many crimes tallied against them, their reckless experimentation with illithid breeding stock.
It's not true soul blood you want, it's illicit tainted blood.
Blessed by the Absolute, but not blinded by it. Now I simply must study you. The beings you speak of have no use for gods, and yet here we stand in a church of their making. Unless they are not the makers, but simply the means, wouldn't that be a secret worth knowing? So let me adjust my offer. Your blood and your silence, in exchange for the potions I mention, and a tidy pile of gold besides.
I don't think Lae'zel will approve, to be honest, but we're a sage. She's clearly not quite on board with the Absolute either. I want to see what the cult does to non-believers. No. Alright, let's do it. Could be even an ally. Who knows? Who knows how this will pan out. Alright, let's do it.
Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. A little pain for a lot of gold. And there we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well.
Okay, Elixir of Githyanki Providence. Yeah, I've got probably a couple of 100 gold, it seems. Doesn't never really says. So frustrating, but Elixir of Githyanki Providence, a mote of Githyanki Psionics allows you to cast Misty Step, Invigorate, Leap, and Blur each only once until your long rest. Basically, we get an additional Misty Step, Invigorate, Enhanced Sleep. Invigorate Leap is kind of meh, but we do get Blur. Apparently, Blur is very Githyanki. That's cool. So I feel like, yeah, we should get that on both of us. Okay. Alright, well, let's see what she actually trades for.
Welcome back, true soul. You've come in the spirit of trade, I hope.
Show me your stock. 2,000 gold. Greater Potion of Healing. Purple Worm Toxin. Robe of Exquisite Focus. Oh, high spellcasting. Okay. Hat of Storm Science Power. Thunderskin Cloak. Ring of Free Action. You ignore the effects of difficult terrain. Yeah, or Lae'zel already has that, and it cannot be paralyzed or restrained. Well, restrained is like vines and stuff, so that's pretty much same as Lae'zel's boots of Nier, right? Restrained, but there's other ways to restrain. This is like broader. Can't be paralyzed. You cannot be paralyzed. That is pretty strong, to be honest. I want this. That basically means you don't even need wisdom saving throws, because you cannot, that's what we're trying to protect against. You ignore the effects of difficult terrain and cannot be paralyzed or restrained. I mean, that's definitely better than 12 meters, but we're gonna use, yeah, kind of... And on Lae'zel, our rings are Bless, which we need with the Great Weapon Master, and her other ring is... What's her other ring? First is that... Yeah, that Bless ring, and the other ring for her is... Can't remember. This is a very good... Also, Risky ring. You gain advantage on attack rolls and receive disadvantage on saving throws. Yeah. For a duo playthrough, for a melee character, that doesn't really work. For a ranged character, this can work. Definitely is working well for our rogue, because that gives you basically consistent sneak attack. Risky ring. Yeah, risky ring is good, but not for us. Not for us. Oh, Circlet of Hunting. You gain 1d4 to attack rolls against creatures marked by Hunter's Mark, True Strike, Fairy Fire, and Guiding Bolt to attack rolls. You're very likely to hit this. Cool. Cool, but not for us. Underdank. No. When a creature reverberation, yeah, we don't do reverberation. I think, yeah, I want this ring for sure. Sage green dye, Harlequin black and white dye, Bloody plum, black and azure, baby blue, deep lilac, brown alabaster. I think we're okay with the dyes, to be honest. I mean, we have plenty of invisibility. I do like it. Never have enough almost. But we don't even have enough gold for this. Although we can sell this when the wearer deals radiant damage. We can sell this. Uninhibited Kushiga will keep. Boots of Striding. Yeah, all of this is kind of heavy. Very heavy. Great Axe, good, but not necessary. When you poison a foe, you heal. Could work on Lae'zel, but we really need to use poisons a bit better on her. But lots of enemies are immune to poison, which kind of sucks. Yeah, talking about that other rogue build, kind of negated because so many enemies are resistant to poison. This Marcus's armor we could sell. What else could we sell, technically? I mean, we do have some rubbish back at camp. But I don't want to go after it right now. Yeah, we can buy it. Yeah, definitely gonna grab it. What else? Now we need to roll to land critical hits is reduced by 1. Replaces effects from other elixirs. Ooh, viciousness. Oh, I do want this. For 140, of course I want it. Viciousness. Elixir of viciousness. Okay, I'm gonna trade for this. Ooh, this is what we want also. So we want another 365 or sort of like 400 gold.
Come back anytime.
Sure, babe. But wait, can we actually elixir of viciousness? Can we make it ourselves? Yes, we can. This is for Lae'zel, like I said, with that advantage. Vigilance, we can make a vigilance. Okay, craft 1 vigilance for sure, straight away. All of these we have like plenty. Alright, a couple of viciousness. We'll keep our everything else in back pocket. Keep everything else in back pocket. Let's just, sorry, let me see. How far? Okay, we're almost at the end of the episode, to be honest. Let's just quickly jump to camp, get our rubbish and try and make this purchase. Oh, well, we do actually have a camp here. Huh. In Last Light Inn, we didn't get a room, but we did get a room, sort of a space in Moonrise Towers. I guess let's grab all of this and add to wares. Anything else? I want to keep these as a memento, if nothing else. Although we're kind of low on cash. So maybe this isn't really the time for mementos. This one bonus while obscured. We're never going to wear that, realistically. Let's see, is there anything? I've kind of sort of, okay, these are all our quest items, our old quest items. This is all about camp supplies. That's fine. Do we have anything to sell? These are all like items we used to have that I kind of keep thinking maybe we'll use. To be honest, Sword of Justice, I think I feel like that's gone. We're not going to use that anymore. Our Louvre returning pike. These are all nice. Transient Warhammer, Impulse Blast. You knock nearby foes prone after killing any hostile target with critical hit. Versatile Warhammer. Yeah, we're not going to use this. So we can grab these and add to wares. I'll gladly exchange that for that elixir and whatnot. And those 3 big health potions as well for Lae'zel. I hope kind of... No, that's not enough. That's not going to be 500. Cannot fall prone while traversing icy terrain. I mean, we're not really gonna get that, Yeah, we're just not gonna run on ice, so I feel like equip Talcura. Pick up on up to wares. Yeah, I mean, haste is nice, but again, we're never really gonna get that anymore. Pick up an up to wares. Good helmet though. Some possibility that we might ever use these. I mean, shadow. Yeah, I mean, we now have invisibility from spells and whatnot. Pick up an up to wares. I think this should be enough. And I mean, worst case scenario, we'll have to buy this back.
Welcome back, true soul. You've come in the spirit of trade,
Yep,
I hope.
500. Yep. So, what was that I wanted to buy? 3 of these. Elixir of Viciousness. Although we kind of have a couple now. We'll buy these as well. Yeah, we're kind of overstocking, but I mean, because when we do like a long rest and whatnot, she'll get more of these. So I want to make sure we grab them. Well, if accuracy never hurts, drop poison. We still have lots of them. We really need to actually use these. Invisibility, we have plenty. That's how I kind of get out of jail. Free card. Yeah, that should be enough for now. Yeah.
Come back anytime.
Yeah, now we have plenty of those viciousness things. We do need to save up some gold for our respec. But other than that, I think we're done with Moonrise Towers here. Now we might want to visit the prison actually in the next episode. But I think for now we've explored this kind of long enough. So perhaps we take a break here, guys. This has been an hour. Yeah, lots of dialogue, but you know, exciting things. I think we're figuring out the story. I love replaying this second time. So you can actually see, put things 2 and 2 together. Now that I understand this better, and then yeah, we'll head to the mausoleum after. Although we do have a few stops to make suspicious sounds. Well, fine. We'll investigate that next time. In fact, we have a few minutes. Let's go ahead and investigate these. We know we're looking for something, so I'm gonna cast perception on us. I assume we're trying to discover
something over there.
Perception successful.
Right, what now?
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against the stone arcana. Determine what it is. Okay, I think we passed that. Nice. 3 roll. Nice.
You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid.
Reach in.
Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something waits.
No! Pull away! Pull away!
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now.
Ooh, okay. Is this one of those where it ends the run? I'll tear your arm out of the tentacle grip. +5 and guidance. Dexterity, we get +4 from guidance. Sleight of hand +4. Okay, strength. Tear your arm out of the tentacle's grip. Oh, dearie me, guys. This isn't what I wanted. Okay, I'm a little bit scared now. We did drink something, didn't we? Increased strength to 21. Okay, that's not really going to give us... We gain advantage. It's only 14. That's fine. I think we should be okay. Should be okay. Oh, I'm scared now. Drink to increase your size. Yeah. Fine, let's... Oh! Come on, Talquare. Yes. Whew. Okay, let's hope there's only one roll, though. Oh, I'm a little bit afraid.
With a soft sucking found, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Keep your hands to yourself. Every last crevice of this tower could be infected.
Yeah, good point, Lizelle. Okay, very interesting, guys. I'm glad we did this before we ended the episode. What a way to end it. So what... You know what he says it's like the Nautiloid. Now, Balthazar found that note, which I never realized. Something about Nautiloid. Is this whole thing, like, are they building a Nautiloid? Is that what they're doing? I don't even know. So there's something to do with Shar here, something to do with Absolute, something to do with... Definitely Illithids are somehow involved. I'm now convinced of that. I feel like, what, this whole tower would, like, rise up into the air and just blast off into the astral plane? That is really cool. Oh, look, we can actually even climb all the way. Anyway, okay, that's something for the next time to think about. Cool, super cool. Loving this, I mean, honestly. Just loving this game. What a game. What a, like, absolute legendary. I honestly feel like all the games that have ever been have built up to this since the 90s when I started playing video games. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this ending. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye for now.